Today, we'll talk about some of the great ways you can use cardboard in your garden. When composting, it's important to strike the right balance between nitrogen-rich green materials like grass clippings, vegetable scraps, coffee grinds, and tea bags, and carbon-rich brown materials like brown paper, dead and dry leaves, woody stems and trimmings, and cardboard. Cardboard has one of the highest carbon to nitrogen ratios, which makes it a fantastic brown material to add to your compost. Now, if you want, you could just toss this onto your compost pile, give it a good soak, turn some of the existing materials on top of it, and let it start breaking down. That can take a while, so I like to give my cardboard a little bit of a head start. With some heavy-duty scissors or shears, cut the cardboard into strips, and then cut the strips into cubes. This helps to get the cardboard into a manageable size so they can be easily incorporated into the pile. Now, cutting cardboard by hand works fine, but it also can be fairly time-consuming. If you have a paper shredder that can handle it, let that do the hard work. Be careful not to overheat the shredder. Make sure it can handle 10 or more sheets of paper, and give it a break every so often if you're looking to shred a good bit of cardboard. And that's that. Super easy, and now you have the premier source of carbon folded into your compost pile. Give things a nice soak and let the magic happen. Your compost will thank you. And the next great way to use cardboard in your garden is to use it as part of your mulching regimen. For this use, you should keep your cardboard in large sheets. The bigger the better. You want broad coverage. Lay out the cardboard, and as you lay down the sheets, make sure that they're overlapping, so you're completely covering the surface. This will help break down anything you're covering, and will also provide a nice barrier for anything that gets any ideas to emerge in your garden bed. You want to ensure the cardboard soaks in the water, otherwise it can be a little hydrophobic when covered with mulch, and the water will just sit on the surface. The idea here is that you want to get the decomposition process started, and watering will help speed that up. Cover with your mulch of choice. I'm just using wood chips here. Before you know it, the cardboard will start to break down, and the worms and microbes in the soil will get to work. When it's time for planting, just dig a hole straight through the cardboard and pop your plants in. It's really that simple. If you want to create a new area for an in-ground or raised garden bed, you can take the mulching step even further and do this over top of grass. To create a new garden bed, just mark out the area that you're planning to put the new bed in. Cut the grass super short. You can use a mower on the lowest setting, or here I'm just using a weed whacker. Before overlaying the cardboard, consider raking in order to bring some soil to the surface, so there's a little bit of contact. After marking off your new garden space, cut your cardboard strips to fit the shape. Then simply lay down the cardboard across the new bed and secure it down with stakes, garden staples, landscaping stones, anything that will keep cardboard in place long enough to smother the vegetation underneath. The cardboard will cause the plants underneath to die back and decompose in the soil, conditioning things and providing a great growing environment for whenever you're ready to start planting. When placing a new raised bed, use this method to serve as a grass and weed barrier so your raised bed doesn't get overrun with unwanted guests when growing season kicks off. Carve out the plot where you want your new raised bed. Similarly to how you did it with mulching, cut the grass super low, rake up some soil, trim your cardboard to size, and lay it out. Put the raised bed in place over the cardboard. Water in the cardboard, and fill the raised bed with your mixture of choice to create a nutritious environment for your plants. I like to use a blend of compost, garden soil, and some potting mix. This last tip might surprise you, and I encourage you to give it a shot. If you're like me, you love finding ways to extend the growing season. Adding a few weeks to spring and fall is a great feeling, and you can do it with a cardboard box, a pair of scissors, and some clear plastic. Cardboard is a good insulator because it has low thermal conductivity, which means it's really bad at transferring heat. A great way to protect tender plants in the early spring and late fall is to cover them with boxes overnight, helping to keep the cold out. Well, why not take that a step further and build a protective cold frame out of cardboard to extend the season on your early and late season veg? Similar to how you prep for a garden bed or a raised bed, Clearly mark out the area where you're going to put your cold frame. I'm going to place mine up against the house because that'll provide a little bit extra warmth in the cold. Measure about 1 inch from the top of the box, and with a pair of scissors or a utility knife, carefully cut around 3 sides of the box, leaving the back portion uncut. Once these 3 sides are cut, fold the back portion. Look, a hinge. Now take some clear, heavy-duty plastic. You can use tarp, a trash bag, or even some cling wrap, and attach it to the lid with clips, staples, whatever works for you that will keep the cover secure. In the area you've designated for your cold frame, open the bottom flaps, position the box, and weigh the flaps down with garden stones. Remove the top flaps and nestle them against the inner 4 walls of the box to provide more stability and insulation. Once your cold frame is in place, all you need to do is wiggle the lid around the very top edge of the box all the way around so it'll close securely. With your cold frame in place, now you can sow seeds or transplant seedlings straight into the ground, or add a little bit of soil or compost and then plant. 10 minutes of work could give you an extra 4 to 6 weeks of growing season. Now keep in mind that the cardboard will start to break down sooner rather than later, so consider using your cardboard cold frames as single season use and then toss them into your compost pile. I hope this gave you some ideas for how to use cardboard in your garden rather than just tossing it in the recycle bin. What other creative ways do you use cardboard in your garden? Let us know in the comments below.